everyone. Wow. Welcome to beautiful Alexander, Iowa on a beautiful day here. Thank you so much. We just have the diehards here today coming out on a rainy day, but we really appreciate everybody coming out and appreciate so much the coaches coming and Director Pollard. We want to thank you all, and we're really honored that you would come up here today. I want to give you a little background on our company, and then I'm going to turn it over to the coaches. If you guys could say a few words, we'd love to have you. Latham Seeds was started back in 1947 and by my grandfather Willard Latham, and we're looking forward to celebrating our 65th anniversary this year. And I'm very proud, I'm so proud I should say, to be part of a third generation family-owned independent seed company and a third generation Iowa State, along with my brother Chris Latham, and my wife Shannon Latham. Shannon, where are you at? Right here in front. And what serves as our office today up on the hill here is the former home of Willard and Evelyn, my grandparents who started the business, and the boyhood home of my dad and uncles. My grandma Evelyn, now 94 years old, is a master homemaker and was known across the country for hospitality and homemade cookies. The kitchen where she used to cook is now my wife Shannon's office, and she cooks up our marketing programs and ideas. My brother Chris serves as our chief financial officer. My grandfather started Latham Seed Company with oats. My dad and uncles turned the focus to soybeans, and now we market corn, soybeans, and alfalfa. My father, Bill Latham, has played a key role in the success of our company and now serves as our chief technology officer. Dad has had a battle with leukemia and is very fortunate to get a stem cell 16 months ago. Dad still has frequent trips to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester for checkups. When he heard that the coaches were coming today, he actually called his doctor and had them change his appointment so he could be here today. That's the kind of fan he is. And he was thrilled until, unfortunately, this weekend he had a setback and is up at Mayo in the hospital today. But we've got it taped for him, so we're going to be showing it to him later on today or in the next few days when he gets feeling better. So keeping the hospital bed is the only way that would keep him away from something like this and coming to our plant. Latham Seed Company now we have 16 regional sales managers and 250 dealers in 7 upper Midwest states. We've got a tremendous staff here that's here today, and it puts out the highest quality soybean seed in the marketplace today. And thank you so much to all the employees here and for all the great work you've done this spring. We've been and continue to be known for our premium quality soybean seed, and we're fortunate to be able to grow our corn business every year that we've been in the corn business. This year we've nearly doubled our corn sales from last year. Thank you to all the employees, dealers, and loyal customers that are here today that have made it possible. Thank you very much. I couldn't do it without you. Farming and seed production are just part of my grandfather's legacy. He also instilled within us a love of Iowa State. Willard, my grandfather, and his twin brother Wilbur took turns working their way through college at Iowa State. One brother would attend classes for a quarter, and then the other would work while the other attended classes, and they worked their way through for 8 years and both got degrees from Iowa State back in the 30s. Willard went home to farm and eventually started the business here, and then my great uncle Wilbur went to law school at Drake and eventually became a lawyer. My father Bill and my mother Linda met at Iowa State just as Shannon and I did, and both graduated from Iowa State, and my uncles Don and Tom Latham are also Iowa Staters. I graduated in 1992 with a degree in ag business. Shannon graduated in 93 with a degree in ag journalism, and Chris got his MBA in 1999 from Iowa State. We're also doing our best to raise the 4th generation of ISU fans. Our son Ian is here up front, and our daughter Elle is around here with there she is in the back with the cheerleading outfit on. And they're excited. Elle is extremely excited at the size here, just came in, and Ian can't wait to meet the coaches, so they're very excited. As an independent company, we're taking on opponents with much bigger budgets and are winning the battle. The Cyclones also take on opponents, as Jamie Pollard can attest to, they have much bigger budgets, but we're the underdog and we can overcome just like the Cyclones can. And we've got a tremendous group of coaches. I couldn't be prouder of the group of coaches that Jamie Pollard has assembled. It's a great time to be a Cyclone right now. It's truly amazing, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of years. So I'm going to turn it over to maybe Jamie. Would you want to say a few words first? Okay, Paul, Coach. So we've got Jamie Pollard here. We've got Coach Rhodes, Coach Hoiberg, Andrew Tank, the golf coach, Christy Johnson-Lynch, the volleyball coach, and Kevin Jackson from wrestling coach. Thank you so much for coming. I want to turn it over. Coach Rhodes is getting on the motorcycle already. You want to rev it up?
Oh, I can do it.
Let's give Coach Rhodes a hand.
Thank you very much. Bill, we wish you were here with us today. We'd much rather have you here than sitting up in a hospital bed. We're moving ahead with some plans. You know, the scoreboard's going up, and hopefully we'll be moving ahead with plans soon for a new football facility. And as we do that, there's some things we got to work out with our indoor facility when they got to shut it down. And I have a concern that if we ever have to condition, I know right where to come. We can fit the whole football team in here, and I promise you we could get plenty of wind sprints done. So if we got a problem working that out, we'll come on up here to Alexander. Appreciate the turnout, appreciate the opportunity to come in here and see you. I was just on the web on the bus looking at some scores on APR. Which is a rating scale of keeping your players eligible and graduating your players, moving them on. And with that in mind, I want to talk to you about our football team's GPA. We had our highest GPA this spring that we've had since I arrived on campus. And with that in mind, our GPA has gone up every single semester since we've been on campus. So we're awfully proud of what we're doing academically. We're awfully proud of the work that the kids are already putting in this summer. They're in their second week. Yesterday was our third conditioning day, and we only had one player on the roster not make times as they're going through that. Far ahead of where we were in year one and year two, and as it should be. The development of our football squad is moving ahead nicely. We've got a lot more depth than we've had before, especially on the offensive and defensive line. Our coaches are out on the road right now recruiting, finishing up May recruiting. We get 168 recruiting days, and this is the last day they're out. I hope they're having better weather in California and Texas and Florida where they're finishing up right now as those states go through actual spring ball practice as high schools. They get a chance to put on the helmets and shoulder pads just like we do. That's one of the reasons why we go to those states, so we can accurately evaluate the players that we're bringing in to our football program. If you're not season football ticket holders, if you're not coming down to games and Ames right now, I strongly encourage you to do that. We've got a great schedule at home next year with UNI, Iowa, Texas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma State, and Kansas. Great games from a fan's perspective, and love to see you down there supporting your home team, as I can tell by all the colors in the building here today. So thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity to come here and see y'all.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Thanks. Thank you, Coach. I'm going to introduce Jamie Pollard, the athletic director.
Thank you. One of the things we really enjoy getting to do as a department is each spring we go out and do these tailgate tours around the state, and it's fun for us to get out and see all of you in your home environments versus having you just come down to Ames. And one of the other things we like to do is be able to help plant some seeds for the future that we know will grow into wonderful, wonderful Cyclones. So why don't all the kids come up here for a moment?